This is my attempt to put together some kind of coherent response to Jack's latest video. Give it a go. Essentially, this video is Jack claiming, look at me, I'm the persecuted Christian. Why are you big bad atheists calling me names and attacking my beliefs? And this is highlighted when he says things like, you're so upset, you're so pissed off at my belief in God, and how God has said certain things are sinful. He says a lot of little things like that throughout the video if you pay attention. But he didn't really pay attention to any of the arguments put forth, like he seems to ignore all the time. Did you, Jack? Did you? Or at the very least, there was no attempt to really address them in this video. Instead, you rant about how evolution is unguided, which is true, it is. And then you go on to assert that because evolution was unguided, and your God helped you to get where you are, our morals, beliefs, and knowledge of how to raise children to be healthy and happy is somehow inferior to your divinely guided knowledge. Can you make a video, Jack, without talking down to non-believers? You claim to do it all the time. You just never really do it, do you? You're still talking down to everyone who you talk to, aren't you? Let's get right into the meat and potatoes of your video, Jack. More Christian victims, more atheists are labeling the teaching of my child about atheists are labeling me teaching my child about God and the sins of homosexuality as indoctrination. I kind of got tongue-tied there. Let me try that one more time. Atheists are labeling me teaching my child about God and about the sins of homosexuality as indoctrination. Help, I'm a victim. I'm the Christian victim. Those atheists are telling me how to raise my child, or in this case, your brother. This is just before you claim that atheists made it all up anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Let's get into some definitions here. Indoctrinate. To instruct in a doctrine, principle, ideology, etc., especially to imbue with a specific partisan or belief in a point of view. If you indoctrinate someone, you teach a belief as though it were fact. You leave no room for examination or scrutiny. The best examples of this are religious. Take Scientology. The indoctrination process goes on until everything in Scientology does or says is right and is beyond contestation. You find secular people asking, what do you believe? You find religious people saying, this is what you believe. That's the difference. Let's move right along to your bigoted rant. Bigot. A person who is utterly intolerant of any differing creed, belief, or opinion. You actually expand the definition of bigot to include the word sin and to be so broad that the word loses all sense of any meaning. You seem to be trying to claim that every single belief is bigoted. So, to justify this, you end up saying something to the effect of, we're all sinners, therefore we're all bigots, and somehow that works for you. I don't buy it. It doesn't work for me. Now, in closing, I've got my last little bit here, and I'm going to have an ironic quote for you, and that is, the truth shall set you free. I paraphrase, and I will try to get the gist of your rant at the very end. You know, when I use the word wrong, I have a reference point for wrong. There is a sense in which that word finds meaning. When some of you atheists use the word wrong, you kind of trail off, rant a little bit, and then you go, where's your guys' reference? And since when did you come into touch with some of this normative way in which we should all be living our lives? The fact is you haven't come in touch with it. It's the imaginary playground. In this little rant here at the end, you claim that atheists have no morals. Atheists are inferior to Christians in terms of their judgment, and in terms of their morality, and in terms of knowledge of right and wrong, and it's implied in their actions being right and wrong. You claim you can't have morality without a higher being bestowing it upon you, and you claim that atheists are oppressing you into their normative way of living. You also claim that atheists have psychotic beliefs, and then you rant about a playground. That's quite a bigoted little statement there, Jack, a little bigoted section of your video. It's utterly intolerant of a different belief, that of atheism. You know, I find it funny and tragic that one of the things you said early on in the video was, and then wow, it would dawn on me that I'm really inconsistent, aren't I? And I just think when you said that, Jack, it's amazing because you really haven't realized just how inconsistent you, Jack, are in your beliefs. That's it. 5 minutes is long enough. Have a good one.